rammed his car through a Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany, on December 20, 2024 is causing much confusion, because of the narratives that govern the Western mind. When the tragedy first happened, in which 5 people have been killed, including a toddler, and about 200 people injured, and it was revealed that the driver of the car was a Saudi, named Talib al-Abdulmohsen, it was instantly assumed that this was Islamic terrorism. But then details began to emerge, mostly from Talib's Twitter X account, that he was anti-Islam, hated the Saudi government, and was pro-Israel and anti-Palestinian. Further, all the various stars of the nationalist cause were those that Talib liked and endorsed in his various X posts. Talib admired Alex Jones, Elon Musk, Amy Meck of the Rare Foundation, and he was an ardent supporter of Germany's AfD, the Alternative for Germany party. All are staunchly anti-Muslim. And Tommy Robinson, the anti-Islam British activist, followed Talib on Twitter. Robinson has excellent Zionist credentials. Talib claimed that Germany is seeking to Islamize all of Europe, a common theme for Robinson. These revelations threw a monkey wrench into the easy anti-Islam narrative, because Talib is a Saudi and admits to being an atheist and is virulently anti-Islam. His posts are filled with anti-Islam statements and video clips. The BBC even showcased him. Here is this piece. Now, the narrative among certain types of conservatives has begun that given all these revelations, Talib's Twitter X posts are simply false flags, meant to discredit the AfD party. The reasoning goes that if Talib were actually aligned with Tommy Robinson, Elon Musk, Amy Meck, and Alex Jones, then he would be going after Muslims, and not people at a Christmas market. This argument is dishonest because it plays upon the broader perceptions of the wider public, who are used to being provided an easy narrative to believe in. Such manipulated and narrow views miss an essential point, that human agency is determined by a lot more than simple social media narratives and talking points. The fact is that there is a far more coherent explanation, one which understands the problem of various allegiances in the Middle East. In other words, Taleb is simply the face of a broader social reality of the Middle East, that of Arab Zionists. These are Arabs, especially prominent on social media, who admire Israel, do not think it is an occupier of Palestine, an advocate for Greater Israel. Several prominent figures have emerged within this movement. There is Irshad Manji, a Canadian Muslim author, who advocates for a progressive interpretation of Islam and recognizes the historical ties of Jews to Palestine. She argues against Israel being an apartheid state. Then, there is Sheikh Ahmad al-Adwan, who is a Jordanian scholar, who publicly acknowledges the Jewish claim to the land, based on Quranic texts, and he asserts that many Palestinians would prefer Israeli citizenship over their current status. Thus, Muslim and Arab Zionism is an important thread that receives little or no attention at all, in common Western attempts at understanding the complex realities of the Middle East. And how does Taleb's terrorism fit into Arab Zionism? Among Arab Zionists, there is the perception that certain Western governments are not pro-Israel enough, because for these Arabs, Israel represents the better future for the Middle East. The goal of Arab Zionists is to imitate Israel, especially in working to overthrow their various governments, which they see as repressive. Thus, these Arabs regard Israel as their ally. Aside from issues of a mental disorder, which sees violence and murder as a solution, and aside from Taleb's problem with criminal behavior in his native Saudi Arabia, it is also clear that he is an Arab Zionist. And his terrorist act must be placed in this context, in that Taleb views the Germans as enabling repression of the Saudi people, because the future for Arab Zionists belongs with Israel, and Arab Zionists want to be part of Greater Israel. For him, Germany stands in the way of this project. Greater Israel has many allies. Taleb's murderous rampage lifts the veil on Arab Zionists, who seek to create a Zionist Islam, in a new Middle East.